MIIF stands for the Minerals Income Investment Fund of Ghana. MIIF was set up by government, by statute, what we call the Act 978. MIIF has been set up primarily to manage government of Ghana's equity interest in all mining companies, and also to be responsible for managing and aggregating all royalties that are paid by mining companies to the government. Royalties are paid by all mining companies. Royalties are a form of tax that are paid, set by law. What we do is all royalties come to MIIF, and MIIF in turn reinvest these royalties into mining companies. What we are doing right now is not just look at the mining companies per se, but we're also looking at the value delivery process, the value chain of these mining companies. We are going beyond that and looking at certain aspects of corporate social responsibility and what we call corporate social investment that will have an impact on the mining companies themselves and also the mining communities within which these mining companies are set. So Ghana has been mining gold especially for 400, 500 years. And the fact of the matter is Ghana has not really gained or garnered the value that we see from countries like Canada, Australia, South Africa, from the mineral resource, especially gold. And government of Ghana, under the able leadership of the President Nana Yaw Koranteng, thought it wise that the paradigm has to change, and it was important that we set up an institution that will look to reversing this century-old trend, I must say. So MIIF was set up to look at strategies in which government could add or garner more value from the mineral sector, especially gold. So this is basically why MIIF was set up. Focal areas, I like to break them down into the minerals. So we look at lithium. What we are doing with lithium is to inject equity in the company that has just discovered lithium, which is Atlantic Lithium. But we are going beyond just investing equity in lithium. We are looking at the entire value chain and the byproducts of lithium as an investment angle. So these transformative minerals or these green metals are of strategic and security importance. So it's not just about royalties or taxes anymore. We're looking at investing in processing of lithium. We are looking at investing in the setup of batteries, even EVs. We are looking at the byproducts of lithium, like feldspar. Feldspar is a major ingredient for ceramics. One of our first products that we exported under AFTA, which is the African Free Trade, actually ceramics. So ceramics is crucial, and then fiberglass from feldspar, silica, etc. are all part of the lithium value chain. So we are looking at the entire ecosystem of lithium. This is extremely important for us. We're also looking at salt, but salt has 14,000 uses and ranges from pharmaceuticals, food processing, oil refinery, oil processing, etc., textiles, etc. So we see salt as extremely important. Ghana, I must say, and in my view, has the biggest potential in Africa. Ghana has a 41,000 acre salt pan, which is virtually twice the size of Walvis Bay of Namibia, which is sub-Saharan Africa's largest salt pan. We believe that the investment in salt will be transformational for the people of Ghana and the people in the sub-region as well. We intend to inject an initial amount of $30 million or up to $30 million and have support the Ghana Stock Exchange in listing the salt company, which is Electrochem, on the Ghana Stock Exchange. We're also looking closely at manganese. We see manganese as one of those transformational minerals as well, but we intend to invest in the infrastructure that supports the carting of manganese to the ports, and this is important for us. But we all know that gold takes 92 to 95% of Ghana's mineral space, and for us at MIIF, that's about 92 to 95% of our royalties. So gold ends up still becoming the priority mineral that we're looking at. In this vein, we have invested in Asante Gold and played a very important role in having it listed on the Ghana Stock Exchange. Asante Gold is already listed in Canada, listed in Frankfurt, and now in Ghana. So when we say focal area, we're looking at the entire mining ecosystem, which includes the capital markets. It includes helping build capacity, human capacity to support the mining sector, to engage in corporate social investments or corporate social responsibility initiatives that will help support the communities in which these mining companies are located. With pride, and I give all kudos to my team, we've initiated a Women for Mining with the University of Mines and Technology in Ghana, where MIIF is sponsoring women from these mining communities to take on engineering courses in one of the leading mining universities in Africa, which is the Park Grant University of Mines and Technology. But what I'm really passionate about, and what my colleagues at MIIF are really passionate about, is what I call the Small Scale Mining Incubation Project. Basically, what the Small Scale Mining Incubation Program is about has to do with the formalization of the small scale and artisanal gold mining sector. Ghana's total gold output is 30 to 40% small scale, or what you may call artisanal gold mining. So the small scale mining sector directly and indirectly employs about 5 million people in Ghana, which is significant. The intent is to work on formalizing the sector. In formalizing the sector, we actually add more value to the small scale mining sector in terms of ensuring that they engage in sustainable mining, ensuring that or supporting the growth of these small scale mining companies. What will we be doing? We'll be looking at 4 main things. First thing is to provide them or support these companies with capital. The second is to support them with the corporate governance structures and for them to mine under ESG principles. The third is to give them or support them with market accessibility. And the fourth is to help them with capacity building. These are the 4 main pivots of our small scale mining incubation program. Our research in-house shows that 5 years down the line under this formalization program, Ghana can triple the revenue it actually gets from the small scale mining sector, which is roughly around $2.1 billion as we speak. So in 5 years, if we carry this program or this project on well, we should be making over $6 billion in revenue, which is equivalent to the total gold output that we have in Ghana at the moment. So this is why we are extremely passionate about the small scale mining program. For $6 billion in revenue in 5 years, that's equivalent to the current total gold output that we have. For us at MIIF, we are very ambitious, and we've said that ambition is not a dirty word. We're benchmarking with the Norwegian fund, which is about $1 trillion in terms of AUM, and that's where we're looking at. We're looking at becoming Africa's largest mineral sovereign fund. At the moment, within 2 years, we've increased our assets under management from 1 billion cedis, which is equivalent to about $100 million, to $330 million. To us, that is a remarkable feat. And if we follow this trajectory, we believe that in some 5 years, we should hit the 1 billion assets under management. We seek to look at or position ourselves as an African sovereign fund. We are looking at cross-border opportunities. We are looking at cross-border transactions, not just on the continent, but also in places in Europe, places like Canada, Australia, North America, etc., which are really good opportunities in the mining sector. We also have our own gold royalties company that we seek to position properly to look at that segment of the market where we believe that there are opportunities in the royalty stream business. So we're looking at how we position our gold royalties company and maybe eventually list that company on the London Stock Exchange and the Ghana Stock Exchange. So we're actually extremely ambitious. And looking at our trajectory, we believe that in the next 5 years, you'll be seeing Africa's largest sovereign fund in mining. For us, and for us at MIIF, we want you to believe in us and believe with us. We want MIIF to be the main signpost for what is possible on the continent. The establishment of MIIF shows that anything is possible, and we'll prove that with our successes. We want you to join us, believe with us, believe in us, and let's get together and make Africa great. MIIF is a definition of our dance with destiny. This is our time.